Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Clint Joker. Welcome back to another My Thoughts on. Sorry if you hear me sniffing because I just literally came back last night, really late actually, because I went to go and see the new Star Wars. I won't be doing a My Thoughts on yet because I need to see it again because the film just left me speechless. Not in a wow way, more like in a way. I mean, I don't think it's bad, but it's just that it just didn't make sense. It was a little confusing as well. But before I saw that, another film I actually wanted to see was Blue Sky's Ferdinand. Now, this film I've been looking forward to for quite some time. For those who don't know, Blue Sky are the ones that are responsible for making the Ice Age films. All 5 of them? Yes. Before I go into what I think of the film, I should probably go into what I thought of the studio. I like Blue Sky. It's a pretty underrated animation studio. It's not like it's not like on the levels of Disney, Pixar, or DreamWorks. However, their animation is probably some of the most beautifulest, well-crafted, and actually nicely executed I've ever seen. Like, the animation, even if the film is bad, is very good. It's almost like Disney level. But the writing comes off as just kind of average, but like, because in execution they can sometimes make up for it, you know? Because Illuminations, like, their writing is a slightly above average. Where with Blue Sky is that it just feels really, really average. But at least they do put in some sort of effort into their works. Now, I've seen all of their films, and the best one for me is still the first Ice Age. They're also the ones that did the Peanuts movie, which I also thought was fantastic. They did the 2 Rio movies, which I like. They did Horse and Hears a Who, Robots, and Epic. If I had to rank the Ice Age films, it would be the first one. It had to be the first one, Dawn of the Dinosaurs, Continental Drift, The Meltdown, and then Collision Course, which I think is the worst out of all of them. Excuse me. Because that's when I think the studio's just lost their charm and touch. But that movie's got good animation, so can't deny that. So when I heard they were going to release Ferdinand, I thought, you know what? This could be better than Ice Age Collision Course, because it looks better, it sounds better. So, let's get into it. Let's talk about the plot. So, this bull, who was raised in a barn, who will later be voiced by the one and only John Cena, runs away from the barn after finding out that he has to fight a ringleader in the ring. However, he's a more soft hot bull who just wants to smell flowers and smell more flowers. He runs away from the barn, comes across this little girl who falls in love with him right away, and years and years go by. They're still together. However, now that he's like getting bigger and all that, sometimes there are things that he can't. There are things that he can't do on his own. Sometimes he has to, stay behind if there's like a flower festival or something. But if you've seen these sorts of films before, you'll probably know what's going to happen. He goes there, trouble happens, he gets captured, he gets taken back to the same barn he was raised, to then actually face a fearless ringleader. But then Ferdinand says he needs to escape with the other bulls to go home. because, you know, he misses his owner. And yeah, it's pretty much what you expect. Let's talk about the content. If you're a person that's looking for something new and original and something that you'll never see before, this probably won't do for you. Sometimes, now there are cliches I do like, and this priors to The Good Dinosaur too, because these films are kind of similar. Hold on. The Good Dinosaur I really like. I know not many people do, but still I like it. The story of, you know, getting lost, you know, trying to find the way home, or going through some character development and knowing more about characters. Those kind of stories, or plots, I should say, I do somewhat like, because I can somewhat relate to Ferdinand and Arlo. But enough about The Good Dinosaur. Let's talk about Ferdinand. Their writing has always been predictable. However, what they do is do something a little different, something that's a little engaging and a little, I guess, kind of unpredictable, even though you do know what's going to happen. But still, they got me very interested. And there is no real subplot, apart from, excuse me, fighting the ringleader, who's like a charmer, who's like fearless, and then they have to like, and there's like hedgehogs there who help them, and there's the calming goat too. There's not too much going on, but there's enough going on. It's not Ice Age Collision Course level of there's way too much going on and far too many characters. Here there are a good amount of characters, and they do have a time to shine here and there. What about the comedy? The comedy is better than Ice Age Collision Course, but that's not really saying much. There are definitely some funnier scenes than Ice Age Collision Course, but then they had to play like modern music, which had like one scene where they had a dance off with a group of horses, and what you thinking, spoilers? That's not really a spoiler. That's just more like a filler. And then I'm not joking, they dabbed. It's like they're trying to hide it there, but I noticed it right away. Did anyone else see the horses dab? Or am I literally the only one? Must be. But yeah, the humour, well, a little better, but it just feels rather hit and miss, you know? But I'm not saying the storytelling is bad. It's not, but it's just average. Now let's talk about the animation. It's fantastic. It's colourful, it's quite beautiful, the fur and textures on these animals look very good. The humans look very well crafted, and you can actually recognise them instead of being just looking really average, unlike Illumination's work. I'm not saying Illumination's animation's bad, I like it, but most of their character animation is a little unidentifiable. But sometimes they can make it up by making these characters look different. Blue Sky can do that very well, and their animation has always been impressing me. But here they still got it. I mean, like the cartooniness of all the characters and their designs, they all look great. And when it comes to comedy and all like the movements and all that, they pretty much succeed. If they're trying to be a comedy, like a really over the top cartoon, then they pretty much succeed. However, there is one issue I do have, and that is Ferdinand. I have no problem with his design. I think his design looks good, but when I look at his design, it just looks like it comes from a different film. It looks far too simplistic. At least with the other balls, they have a somewhat unique design with lots of colours. Ferdinand is just black, and his faces look with the palish nose and like the outline of the eyes. I don't know what, I don't know why, but it just doesn't look right. He just looks like a cow with horns. That looks like it came out of another film. I know it's really strange, but I don't know, it just felt a little too simplistic. But I'm not saying it's bad, it's just that it looks like I've seen it somewhere before. But with that said, I really like the animation. Right, let's talk about the characters. And acting, of course. Of course, you have to start with the ones I like the most. Let's talk about the main character, Ferdinand, who's voiced by John Cena. I like him. He's a really likable character. He has heart, he wants to help others, even if they admit they don't need help. But he's always there to. But he likes smell flowers. He's a person who has a soft heart, and I can really relate to that. I think my next favorite character will probably be because there isn't really much characters in the film that I like. I like the hedgehogs, like Uno, Dos, and Quattro. Them I really like. They're sort of like the small comic reliefs who are actually quite helpful. Think of them as the penguins from Madagascar, except they're hedgehogs. The bulls I like. I like Angus because he's voiced by David Tennant, and he always makes me smile and laugh. Bones is good. I like Bones. He's funny. Is it Gupao? Gyalpu? This is. Oh, I don't. How do you pronounce his name? It's like Guapo. Gyalpu or something like that. I don't know. I think he's more like the nervous one, who I thought was fine. And then this other bull is voiced by Bobby Cannavale, who's is it Valentine? I forgot his name, but he's more like the Doc Hudson of all the bulls. Actually, now that I think about it, I think Ferdinand is like the blue sky version of Pixar's Cars. I don't know, it just feels really similar. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'll just keep that in mind. What else? There's the ringleader whose name's El Presisto, someone like that. And then you got like these other humans who are like trying to capture the bulls when they escape and just look after them. I wouldn't say the ringleader and them are bad guys. They're more sort of like obstacles from Ferdinand to get away and, or to go towards. They're not bad guys, it's just that, they're just trying to. Because in Spain they have bullfight, you have rings for fighting bulls. I mean, if it's just to, kidnap the bulls and then, kill them, then yeah. Now that I think about it, you could kind of consider them as villains, but I'll let you figure that out. There's one character in the film who I really wanted to like, but I just thought was just a little okay. It's Lupe the Common Goat, who's voiced by Kate McKinnon. When she first popped up, I was like, oh, cool. I can't wait to see what she does. And, no, well, I don't think she's annoying, but she's just there. I think there will be some people that will probably find her annoying. I didn't. I thought she didn't really do much. I actually wanted to know a lot about her because she seems like a really interesting character, but nope, we've got to try and get Ferdinand home. Oh well, character development can't always be a thing. Besides, the film just goes exactly where you think it's going, but I digress. Right, voice acting. The voice acting in this movie is very good. Blue Sky finds a way to get these celebrities on their films. Sort of like how DreamWorks does. Strange. So we got John Cena, who's Ferdinand, who's surprisingly pretty good. He's a good choice for Ferdinand. I don't know, he just kind of fits. Kate McKinnon is good as Lupe. The hedgehogs, who are played by I forgot their names, but they're good as well. Bobby Cannavale as Valentine. Doc Hudson, Bull is good. David Tennant is brilliant as Angus. Bones is very very good. Geppo. God, I forgot his name. That one other bull who's somewhat nervous and wants to be sick is good. And Nina, who's Ferdinand's owner, the character I forgot to mention is very good, and her acting is also excellent. The father's good as well, charming. The dog, whose name is Paco, who I'm not kidding, Ferdinand calls him Pac-Man. He's good as well. Even though he's not in the film for long, he's funny enough. The other characters and the voice actors whose names I already forgot because I just don't remember their names. They're also great. That's all I can say, really. So that's Ferdinand. I think it's pretty good. Sure, it may be predictable, and there might be some characters that are not. Sure, there might be predictable. The animation may look a little simplistic, and there may be one character who I really would like to know more of, but who's more like a just there for comedy purpose. But it's not the worst from Blue Sky. It's better than Ice Age Collision Course. It has an engaging story, has very good animation, good voice acting, and some good characters. If you like bulls, if you like light-hearted films for your children, this one will, even though there are some scenes that make me think, why is this a rated U, but I digress. If you want to see how Blue Sky improves from Collision Course, this is for you. Will this beat Star Wars in box office records? No. Because I know Star Wars is going to make far more money than Ferdinand. And, oh boy, I'm going to talk about Star Wars for you guys. And I've got stuff to say. But first, I need to see it again. I'm going to give Ferdinand, 7.9 out of 10. It's not quite a perfect animated film, but it's not bad either. It's one I wouldn't really mind seeing again. It was better than The Star, which I heard not many people liked, but still. So, yeah. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm currently working on the project right now. I'm not sure when it will be uploaded, but expect it around Christmas time. Or, if it's not like around Christmas time, it could be, like, Boxing Day, not Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. But if not, then it's either that I got other stuff to do, or just because I'm, just working on other stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, bye for now.